Welcome to the second part of my Taken analysis series. In this part we will take a look at the Taken Cabal and Taken Fallen. If you're new to the series, I recommend watching part 1, the Taken Hive, first. It provides general information about the Taken I will not include in this video, and gives a detailed overview of the Taken Hive. Click the annotations on the screen or the link in the description to head over there. This video serves to give insight into the ranks of the Taken Cabal and Taken Fallen, their special abilities and how to counter them effectively. If you're interested in a certain type of enemy, use the timestamps in the description below. As a general disclaimer, everything mentioned in this video is speculation, subject to change, and based on the Taken King footage released at E3 2015. Let's kick off this analysis with the Taken Psion. The Taken Psion, or Gremlin, as seen here, is the enemy we have the most footage of. Bungie really wanted to show off his new ability. First things first, the Gremlins use the Slug Rifle. This is the typical Psion rifle, but it deals arc instead of solar damage. The Taken Psion's new ability, as you probably have seen already, is him being able to duplicate himself. He literally splits up into two, similar to bacteria. As with the Taken Wizard, you want to kill them as soon as possible to prevent them from duplicating. Bungie surely has limitations on this ability, but interviews suggest that they can multiply quite rapidly mid-fight. They are quite squishy, your primary suffices to clean it up. The Taken Phalanx holds a shield infused with darkness in one hand and an arc damage slug rifle in the other. His special ability seems like an inside joke to me, while it's also mechanically interesting. If you fought phalanxes, you probably have experienced a lot of humorous deaths. Their melee attack often sends you flying across the map, destroying all hopes of completing that XP bounty or the Nightfall. Well, they now shoot a powerful arc blast from their shields when you get too close. This blast repels everything in range and will be a speedrunner's worst nightmare. Essentially, the Taken Phalanx is now officially able to do what it's done all along: send you back flying. When fighting the Taken Phalanxes, beware of your surroundings. Is there a cliff anywhere behind you? Keep your distance and proceed as with normal phalanxes. Shoot him in the hand, wait for the flinch, shoot him in the head, Halo style. From the 3 clips in which the Taken Centurion is shown, we can gather the following. His projection rifle that fires those very annoying mini rockets glows purple instead of orange, as seen here. This indicates him dealing void damage using this rifle. The next bit is extremely hard to miss. In this clip, the Taken Psion duplicates himself, with the Centurion standing behind him. What interests us are the first 4 frames of this clip. Going frame by frame, you can clearly see the Taken Centurion is shooting a projectile unlike anything we've ever seen in Destiny out of his hand. It almost looks like a rock, rocket, or bomb. Also, it leaves behind a blue trail indicating arc damage. Let me know in the comments what you think this could be. Taken Centurions are beefy, and their projection rifles disorient you easily. I don't know what the projectile he's shooting does, but you should probably try to avoid getting hit by it. The Colossus is nowhere to be found in Taken form. We do not even know if he exists. What we do know is that there is a hulking beast, most likely a boss, that shares the same proportions and animations with the Colossus. His armor features characteristics and aesthetics of the Cabal, blended together with Hive accents. Instead of a chain gun, he fires this very strange energy weapon that faintly reminds of a carved stone pillar. It is clearly Hive related. Although the core of this weapon is blue, it fires solar projectiles, as seen here. He also has an arc-based stomp attack that deals damage in an area of effect. Interesting to note is that the normal Colossus is able to perform those very same attacks. He seems to be the final boss of a strike and is accompanied by Bax, Thane of Oryx, who I mentioned in part 1. We do not have sufficient evidence to draw conclusions towards this enemy's abilities and the absence of the Colossi among the Taken. There is no footage showing off the Taken Legionary. We do not even know if he exists in Taken form. The Taken Vandal, or Troll, as seen here, is mechanically very interesting. They can wield solar wire rifles and arc shrapnel launchers. I am sure they do have shock rifles as well. I do not have any footage of them using it though. Their special ability is deploying a shield, similar to the Defender Titan bubble, as you can see here. The shield blocks all projectiles, even those of his allies. I hope they tweak the AI to not continuously shoot inside the bubble and to take cover inside it. Once a troll deploys his shield, it is much more of a chore to deal with a group of enemies. Don't give them a chance to deploy it and consider them a high priority target. It is interesting to note that Bungie is including support-based enemies with the Taken King. Almost every encounter in Destiny is solved by staying far back and sniping enemies from a safe distance. A mechanic making this harder is a welcome change in my book. Sadly, we only have this short clip showing off the Taken Captain. The only thing I can say about him is that he exists and that he uses an arc shrapnel launcher. We'll see more of him this September. I can only hope that he doesn't get an ability that makes this enemy even tougher to deal with on high difficulties. There's no footage showing off the Taken Servitor or the Taken Dreg. We do not even know if they actually exist in Taken form. This concludes my breakdown of the Taken Cabal and Taken Fallen. Thank you all so much for the incredible support I've received in the last week. It means a lot. The third and final part of my Taken analysis will be covering the Taken Vex, the enemy which I'm personally most excited about. Consider to subscribe if you want to be notified when it's done. I see you in the next video. Auf Wiedersehen.